Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
And welcome to the courtyard here in Ossian on homecoming, where tonight it's the Battle of the Knights featuring East Noble and Norwell. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard alongside longtime partner Christian Bohanna. I'm Derek Decker, and it is so good to be with you here tonight on a gorgeous evening for homecoming. We've really been blessed with some excellent weather this year for high school football. And tonight, Bo, we've got a good one. This is a game that Norwell has had earmarked on the schedule for quite some time. They've looked forward to it for lots of different reasons. Really, when you look at it, this is an East Noble team that comes in at 3-1. They had one game that they lost, a non-conference game to COVID, and then they lost last week in a dandy against Leo. But you know, Bo, this is a ticked-off East Noble team looking for revenge against a team that they blew a 17-point lead at home last year.
Yeah, you said Norwell had earmarked this game, but I believe East Noble had a bigger earmark next to it. You know, East Noble was up in that game last year. Norwell was able to come back in the second half and steal that one from East Noble up in Kendallville. You got to think East Noble's got that same thing on their mind tonight.
Sure. Yeah, well, welcome into our Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton. It's your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. That's Billy Ann's Supper Pub. Norwell and East Noble just a few moments away. We will stick around for the national anthem here tonight, and then we'll send it to break and cut up our pregame a little bit. Let's continue talking about this East Noble group, Bo, who starts 8 seniors on both sides of the football. This is as an experienced group as Norwell's going to come across this year, and really gave Leo a good run for the title last week. They're going to play them more than likely in the sectional once again. This is a team that has still plenty to play for through the rest of the regular season and then throughout the tournament as well.
Yeah, you saw how East Noble handled Leo last week. You know, almost got that one, and you know Norwell's looking at that too. As Norwell came out and laid an egg against Leo, so you know that's in the back of the minds of these Norwell Knights. But you know, Norwell's just got to rely on their defense like they have all year, and that challenge comes in stopping Rowan Zolman.
And you talked about the defense. Norwell has given up just 204 yards per game, Bo. This is it's an elite defense. It's maybe a step down from what it was a season ago, but this is still a very much capable defense, and shut down a good offense last week in New Haven, led by the outstanding Jakar Williams, and limited in to just double digits in the passing yards department. Really a good week for the D on the road.
Yeah, they looked really good on the road last week, and hopefully that creates some momentum for this week against this high-powered East Noble offense, who you told me earlier is the 4th highest scoring in the state.
That's right.
You know, as I'm seeing here, only 4 turnovers, and so Norwell's just got to. That's going to be a struggle winning the turnover battle, but you know that could be a key to the game.
Yeah, you're right, Bo. Actually, both these teams are very good at taking care of the ball. Norwell's only turned it over twice, East Noble 4 times in 4 games. That's a key to being a good team, and both these teams are very good in that department.
Yeah, we've harped all year that you know the turnover margin is huge, and if you're in plus territory in the turnover margin, then you're going to win a lot of games. And last year we saw that from Norwell, that you know they were plus a bunch in the turnover margin, and that was a key to their wins last year.
All right, let's join the Norwell Marching Knights for tonight's national anthem. All right, outstanding job as always by the Norwell Marching Knights. With that, we'll take a short break and we will come back with the rest of our Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show in a moment on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available.
Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3000 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender. The Bluffton Street Fair, Indiana's oldest and largest street fair, is happening now. Filled with exciting events, food, fun, and laughter. Friday the 24th from 8 to 10 p.m. is the high-octane wrestling at the Fair 2 at the stage area on Washington Street. Saturday kicks off at 9 a.m. with the Diaper Derby, Kitty Tractor Pull, Big Wheel Race, and Prince and Princess Crowning, followed by the Children's Talent Show at 11:30. The Cincinnati Circus will have 3 shows at the Courthouse Plaza, 12, 2, and 4 p.m. There will be karaoke with the Ninja Outlaw Warrior from 7 to 9 p.m. Bluffton Street Fair Idol starts at 6:30 p.m. with $1,200 in prize money, followed by the Creedence Revived concert at Kehoe Park. Get your tickets early for $10, $15 at the gate. Wristbands for rides will be available Saturday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for $17 and 5 p.m. to close for $25. Daily activities around the fair include the Bluffton Street Fair Band and music on the Courthouse Plaza. See you at the Bluffton Street Fair. In business since 1981, Barclay Built, Forever Home. Bobcat of Fort Wayne South is happy to provide Bobcat sales, service, parts, and rental right here in Bluffton. As the newest location in the Bobcat of Fort Wayne enterprise, we're excited to serve you with all your Bobcat equipment needs, from track loaders to utility vehicles to zero-turn mowers and more. We've got something for everyone. Make sure to check out our rental fleet for your next specialty project, located at 633 North Main Street in Bluffton or online at bobcatofortwayne.net.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Cathie.Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Intiva, a customer-driven global supplier of engineered components and systems for the automotive industry, is now hiring in Bluffton. Great hours, excellent benefits, and an amazing culture. Come see what the excitement is all about. Apply online at intivaproducts.com/careers or stop by the plant at 1805 West Lancaster Street, Bluffton.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair, or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
And welcome back to the courtyard. We're wrapping things up on our Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Both teams have found their way to the field here tonight. Bo, this has the potential, really. There's a couple really good potential games in the conference this week. This one, and of course, the Columbia City-New Haven game. I think we'll find out a lot about Columbia City tonight. There's always those questions, right, around the Eagles because they have such the back-loaded NE8 schedule where all the good teams are in the second half. And, you know, here they are sitting in a decent record again. Their only loss was that non-con loss to Delta when they did not have Greg Bolt. So we'll learn a lot about them tonight as well. But a really nice atmosphere, great weather for homecoming, a little bit of a breeze that made half the season here. That scoring record was set back in 2010. They graduated Justin Marcellus, who finished 7th all-time in rushing yards, but Kanan Carrico has come on very nicely for them. He's, as Coach Amstutz says, he's a player that no one knows about, and he already has run for close to 700 yards. And, again, that's a very talented senior there who played defensive line last year. East Noble's won the toss, and they have deferred, so Norwell will start on offense here tonight. But obviously the headliners, too, for East Noble, the right tackle Chris Hood, who had committed to Ball State over the summer. Rowan Zolman is the star skill guy on the edge, who has 8 offers at the moment. Most of those are from the MAC. And then Nick Munson, who has offers from Valpo and St. Francis. This is a talented team both up front and in the skills department, Bo.
Yeah, Norwell is just going to have to take away the passing game and
easier said than done.
Yeah, I understand that, but I have a feeling if they force East Noble to run up the middle into the teeth of this Norwell defense, it's going to try to slow down the East Noble offense. If East Noble puts up 48 tonight like their average, it's going to be really tough for the Knights of Norwell to match that.
All right, so both teams are just about ready. Looks like we may have lost our camera feed, and we'll try to get everything worked out here before our broadcast begins. Gets stretched to the edge on the first play from scrimmage after a negligible return on the kickoff by Luke Graft. It'll bring up second down at about 10. In fact, Graft may have lost a yard. Bo Graft has run for almost 650 yards, and that's a game short. Of course, he only played defense against Leo.
That's right.
I mean, that's an outstanding. He's averaging 11 yards a carry. Almost nobody's been able to stop him, as Norwell sets up for a second down and 11 on their own 21-yard line. Hand off again to Graft. This one right up the middle, and Graft dives forward out to the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 5 coming up for a Norwell team that's only converted 38% of its third downs.
And that's going to be huge. You know, you want to get in 3rd and short situations instead of having yourself in, those 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 situations. Good 1st and 2nd down plays are going to be huge tonight for this night's offense.
3rd down and 5 coming up here for Norwell. Bailey under center with 3 wide. And they go to Graft once again, and Graft powers forward before being tripped up and is out across the 35-yard line. That's an important 3rd down and 5 to keep this opening drive alive and move the chains.
It's a lot of momentum to not go 3 and out on the opening drive. Get a first down, get some momentum, get your offense thinking that, you can run the ball on these guys, and establishing that run game is going to be huge tonight.
All right, so Norwell moves the chains here as we're hopefully back up and everything's all good to go. First down on the 37-yard line here for the Knights. Bailey to pass for the first time here tonight. He will throw over the middle. It's caught by his brother Cohen Bailey at the 45-yard line. He's met there by Rowan Zolman, a pickup of 8.
Bailey a little slow to get up there, but good job looking that in and securing that catch. That's a good first down play. Coming out throwing, they ran the ball in the first 3 plays of the game. That's a good play call from Coach Gerber to come out throwing and just hit Bailey streaking over the middle.
Graft easily has the first down, and already, now this is an East Noble team that is known more for its offense, and Norwell has gotten some easy pushes up front here to start the game.
Yeah, they're winning the line of scrimmage right now. They are pushing this defensive line 2 or 3 yards back, and that's huge. If you can establish this line of scrimmage early, you're going to open up the playbook just super wide, and you're going to be able to do pretty much anything you want.
A little bit of a breeze here as we noted to kick off, right at 70 degrees, blowing about 15 miles an hour. Kind of in our face here as we look at the 45-yard line. Graft to the outside this time and is met with contact, and Graft falls down inside the 45-yard line. First down, gain of 5. Basically everything in the run department, save for that very first run, has been for at least 5 yards at this point.
Yeah, and that first run was outside the box, and you got to think, they chalk that up. That's going to be maybe tough to run outside the box as the East Noble linebackers were streaking across the field and did a good job covering that up, but they're having a lot of success up the middle right now.
No doubt, and this is already shaping up to be a good first drive for the Knights. Obviously, for head coach Josh Gerber, this is definitely a drive where you want to get points. Graft has some more space. Zolman tries to drive him back, but he's already got another first down near the 37-yard line. A gain of 8, and the Knights move the chains again.
Graft always falling forward. You can almost guarantee if Graft gets a handoff, he's getting some type of positive yardage. Even if it looks like nothing's there, he's going to fall forward. That's going to give you 2 or 3 yards.
They mark him actually at the 36, so is a pickup of about 8. And the handoff again to Graft, and Graft just eating right up the middle down to the 30-yard line. Another gain of 6, in fact, down to the 29. Call it 7 yards on first down, living up to the billing, averaging 129 yards a game, having no problem early on.
Yep. The longer Norwell can keep the ball in their offensive possession, keep the East Noble offense off the field, the more of a shot they have of winning this game tonight.
Well, and that was my next point, was that, maybe the best medicine to stop a really good offense is to not let that offense have the football for as long as possible. Second down and 3 on the 29-yard line. Bailey calls something before he snaps it, and now we've got pre-snap motion, and I think it's against Norwell.
Well, Bailey was calling out the blitz. He saw the inside linebacker creeping up and blitzing, the outside C gap. I think an offensive lineman flinched, which he did as a false start. Good job by Bailey calling that out, though. I haven't seen him do that this season. Good job. That more experience is helping that out, being able to see where those blitz are coming from.
This is a highly touted game. East Noble a small favorite in the computer here tonight as the clock continues to move. This drive has already eaten up almost 5 minutes of this first quarter. Clock has started all the way back at the Norwell 22-yard line, and the Knights are well inside East Noble territory.
Positive play on this down is going to be huge here for third down.
Bailey has the snap, throws it again. Bodenheimer makes an acrobatic catch and drags defenders forward for another first down to the 22-yard line. And Trey Bodenheimer has his 7th catch of the year, and the Knights are knocking on the door of the red zone.
And if they can just continue to keep East Noble on their heels and, be decisive on offense and not allow East Noble to really just be predictable and let you're running the ball.
Graff gets the call again. Runs into the back of an offensive lineman, but still keeps trucking his way forward, and he's all the way down to the 16-yard line. That ends up being a 6-yard run for Graff.
That's exactly the point I made about Graff. It looked like there was no hole there whatsoever, but he found a way, got 6 yards on a play that got stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that's huge.
Carrico making the tackle, the outstanding starting fullback on the offensive side, but the D-end on defense for East Noble. They almost got a lineman to jump. Graft cuts it back, and he's dragged down just outside the 10-yard line. It's another first down, and I think it will be just outside the 10. Should set up Norwell to get a first down without I guess not. They're going to mark him right at the 10. So first and goal here for Norwell.
That was a great play by the outside linebacker for East Noble. If Luke Graft was able to get through that, he might have been in the end zone.
Bailey lined up to the near side. Shelton and Neuenschwander to the outside. Bodenheimer in motion. Graft up the middle. Cut down inside the 10. A gain of 3. And even on a play like that, that's, you feel like East Noble gets a win there. Norwell's still getting 3 yards just about every play.
Exactly. It's kind of what Leo does to you. When you feel like you get a win, you hold him to 3. If Norwell's just able to keep this up on
no problem
consistently, over halfway through the quarter already, keep the East Noble offense off the field, that's key to success.
Now, obviously, the goal here is to finish inside the 10 because walking away with anything less than 7 would be a huge disappointment. Graft inside the 3, down to the 2-yard line, and third down. I don't see any reason to go away from Graft here inside the 2.
No, I mean, he's almost guaranteed 2 or 3 yards at least.
Right.
They're at the 2-yard line.
And you got 2 chances to punch it in.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely four-down territory. On the opening drive, you're at the 2-yard line. If you don't lose yards here, I would definitely go for it here.
Norwell fans come alive a little bit. Excellent crowd. Best of the year here to this point at the courtyard. It's already a 7-minute opening drive for the Knights. Bailey has the snap. Graft to the outside, dives into the end zone, and the Knights go 78 yards on their opening drive and strike first. Wow.
Great drive by Norwell.
Talk about setting the tone, Bo, right out of the gate.
And you think maybe East Noble's coming into this game not thinking Norwell's going to compete? Well, I beg to differ. Norwell's here to play.
No kidding. That was an outstanding drive by Josh Gerber's offense. It took up 7 minutes and 2 seconds off the first quarter clock. And the Knights have jumped out in front here on their first drive. Boy, that was really something special. DeLeon is on to kick the extra point, and he will boot it through to make it 7-0. DeLeon returning after his knee injury and got everything reconstructed. Not cleared to play soccer just yet, but good to play football. 5 of 5 on PATs last week. Norwell strikes first. Hey, Nick Huffman's a Bluffton High School graduate, and he's ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. Nick is part of the Steffen Group and can be reached at 827-8255 or find him on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Bo, Norwell did a lot of very good things in that drive. Really, the only thing to nitpick was the false start when they got close to the 20, but they easily made up for that, and they really established the run right out of the gate.
And even on that false start, that's one that you had a really good first down play, so it doesn't set you behind the sticks. It was still 2nd and 9 after the false start. And that's going to happen. Bailey was calling out a blitz, something he hadn't really done all year, so maybe that throws offensive lineman off. Whatever it is, that does not overshadow the great drive that Norwell Knights just had.
Well, that will take any win factor out of anything here tonight. Now, granted, East Noble's going to do a lot of the same, Bo. They average 462 yards a game. 302 on the ground. This is a team, typically, when you look at guys, you think back to the days of like Andrew McCormick. This was a team that would sling it 40 times a game. Not Aiden Brazel has really done a nice job and apparently caught just outside the end zone. And met inside the 20-yard line was Nick Munson on the return. I thought that might have been across the goal line. Munson grabbed it before it got across on the long kickoff by Drew Graft, rather, and East Noble pinned back inside the 20 to start.
Yeah, and John Colbert came flying in and made that tackle. That was huge play by Colbert. Nice job there as now we get a look at the East Noble offense and see what they're all about tonight.
I mean, just so impressed with the way Norwell handled themselves on that first drive and just did not have any problem offensively. Now, Leo dropped 40 on the road last week and almost tossed away a big-time lead in the second half.
Yep.
East Noble came knocking on the door. In fact, tied the game late in the fourth quarter before the Lions had to make a game-winning drive. East Noble has some movement before the snap. The handoff will go to Carrico. He finds some room around the outside, spun around down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down run of 12 yards for Kanan Carrico, who's averaging 9 a carry, and East Noble responding with the first down of their own.
Yeah, like you said, you got to know East Noble's got great offense on the other side as well. It's going to be here. It's going to come down to who gets the stop when it's needed most.
Well, it sure feels like right now both teams are having trouble already stopping the run, and it's going to be maybe the first team that gets a stop here tonight. Here's a little toss, and Bodenheimer snuffs it out and gets the tackle for loss well behind the line of scrimmage. Ethan Nichols coming across on the flip pass, and the Knights lose 5. Nice play off the edge by Bodenheimer.
Well, it's even more impressive because he's lined up as nose tackle. He completely just shedded his block there. And, it was a little pitch. I think it goes down as a pass, actually, in the stat sheet. And that's just great play by Bodenheimer.
Bodenheimer is a incredibly well-built sophomore, 6', 210. Here's the snapback. Carrico again finding room, gets a block, and almost sprints through the tackle of Cade Shelton. But he does bring him down just outside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6. Third down and long coming up for East Noble. Norwell's been incredibly stingy, giving up only 30% defensively on third down this year.
Carrico's a guy on the East Noble offense that you're going to have to hit low to bring him down. 6'2", 220, that's a big body.
Oh, big time.
Especially running full force at you. You're going to have to go low, hit him at his knees, his thigh pads, hit him low to bring him down.
Norwell crowd making some noise. Out of the gun. And flushed. Flipping it off. Nichols makes a head-high grab and is finally brought down near midfield. Ethan Nichols on the pass from Xander Brazel, who just kind of tossed it up there. And Brazel makes the play, getting flushed from the pocket, improvising, and Nichols makes the grab for a first down.
Norwell did a good job collapsing the pocket there on Brazel. But Nichols was his wide out, his outlet pass, and that's exactly what he's supposed to do, sit in an open area, and that's exactly what he did. Big first down pickup for East Noble.
Carrico again, and not a lot of room this time, and Aiden Rusu comes on to finish off the tackle. Luke Graft had him at the ankles. They'll give him a yard, 2nd and 9.
Norwell can limit the first down yardage for East Noble's offense. That'll be huge for them. Make them, well, you don't want to say make them throw the ball because they have Rowan Zolman and Nick Munson out there as wideouts, but it's good stops here on first down. It's going to be huge, key to success.
2nd down and 9. There's a quick pass out to Zolman. Shelton misses the block, and Zolman fumbles it. The ball's loose, and the Knights have fallen on it. Trace Mosier is on top of it, and the Knights get the takeaway.
We talked about the turnover margin in the pregame, and that's exactly what needs to happen for this Norwell defense. That is huge.
Well,
this early in the game.
Only 5 turnovers for East Noble now all season long. The Knights get their 12th takeaway. They are plus 10 in the turnover battle this year. And Trace Mosier, who's starting for the ailing Bo Morgan at safety, just in the right place at the right time, quite frankly. Shelton really fighting to get Zolman to the ground.
Yep.
Rowan was fighting for the extra yard and just lost the football. I don't know if it really even got punched out. It looked like Shelton might have gotten a fingertip on it, but it just looked like it fell out as he was falling forward.
Yeah, it could have been something where he's trying to maybe stretch for that extra yard and then it kind of just flung out, but it didn't look like anything from a big hit that knocked out or anything like that, but Norwell capitalizes.
Man, that is a huge turnover, and now the Knights start on the 33. Graff's going to throw it, but it's not there. Graft is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He was looking for Cohen Bailey. Graft rolling to his right after the toss initially by Bailey. And so East Noble had that well covered. Zolman snuffed it out.
I love the play call from Coach Gerber. You get a huge turnover. You've already had a great first drive. Try a little trickery there. Luke Graft, good decision, though, because Cohen Bailey was covered up downfield.
That was actually Nick Munson on this side for East Noble, the corner. Of course, the Knights start 3 safeties and 2 corners, only a couple of linebackers. Graft, that's a John Colbert to the outside on second down. Colbert picks up all that lost yardage and then a little bit more out to the 38-yard line. It will set up a 3rd down and 5 for the Knights.
Huge 3rd down. After a turnover, you don't want to go 3 and out. Keep the momentum on your side. Huge crowd tonight here at Norwell, and it's just keep the momentum on your side here.
Yeah, you certainly do not want to go 3 and out. Bailey up under center. Colbert the lone setback. 3 wide with Bodenheimer at tight end. And they will hand it to Colbert, and he's right into the teeth of that East Noble defense, and East Noble will get the immediate stop that they needed. Man, that is a big stop and a good response from this East Noble defense.
I'm not quite sure why Luke Graff wasn't on the field. Maybe just getting a breather. Colbert's a good second back for Norwell too, but good stop for this East Noble defense. That's huge after the turnover.
Well, we're inside of a minute now left in the first quarter, and it has been a good one for the Knights. Hard to argue with the success that they've had, no matter what happens here. Brody Bolin is back to punt here for Norwell. He hits a high end-over-end, pretty short kick. Does take a huge Norwell bounce, though, down towards the 20-yard line. And East Noble will take over at the 22-yard line. So that will go down as a, 45-yard.
Even though East Noble's, they're a big play threat on offense. They got Zolman and Munson, as we've mentioned. So Norwell's make sure their safeties are staying in check here.
On first down, Brazel. And he is taken down out of bounds. Cole Patrick making the play. And he is sacked as he just had nowhere to go and didn't really have an option to throw it away either.
That was great coverage downfield on Zolman. That's a matchup to watch all night is Cade Shelton on Zolman. It looks like he's shadowing him. He's going wherever he goes. Oh, check that. He just went to the other side of the field. So
first sack for Cole Patrick and the 5th for the Norwell defense. East Noble does not have to run a play, and they will not. And that will bring us to a very quick end to the first quarter. A lot of entertainment and a lot of action in quarter number 1, and Norwell's on top of East Noble 7-0. We'll step aside to be back after this on WellsCountyVoice.com.
He's going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
7-0 Norwell here as we enter the second quarter. East Noble backed up inside their own 20-yard line, and Norwell got a turnover in that first quarter, unable to turn into points. But the storyline of that first frame was Norwell's opening 7-minute drive for a touchdown.
Eat up over half the quarter, and if Norwell can do that 1 or 2 more times in this game, 7-minute drives like that, man, that's going to be huge.
Could not have asked for a better start from Norwell here tonight. Handoff goes to Carrico on second down. Carrico trying to break it to the outside, and Neuenschwander knocks him down just across the 20-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 22. 3rd down and 10. East Noble did get one of these in the first quarter, but Norwell really historically has been very good in these situations on defense.
This would be a big 3rd down stop. East Noble's going to have to punt. They stop him here, and Norwell get good field position. So
again, it's all about it's all about two teams that like to run the football, and that makes it tough in 3rd and 10. Going for Zolman, and Zolman just gets tied up by Cade Shelton, just kind of ran into him a little bit. Shelton did a really nice job without drawing a pass interference penalty, just kind of walling Zolman off, and that pass well overthrown by Brazel, and that will force an East Noble punt.
As I was saying before the break, Cade Shelton on Rowan Zolman. Shelton's got the height to match up to him. I see East Noble trying to throw a couple jump balls to him. That's what they did there. Nice job by Shelton defending him there. That was really good defense. Forcing East Noble to punt here.
And Zolman is on to punt for just the 5th time. This is East Noble's 5th game, averaging 45 a punt. He's got a great leg, and this is a short shanked punt, his worst of the season. It bounces out of bounds on the plus side of the field, and Norwell will set up shop on the 42-yard line. That is just a 20-yard punt from Zolman. And again, that is by far his worst effort of the year. He has really been outstanding. But Norwell now has excellent field position. So at the end of the day, when you look at it, after that turnover, Norwell has to go 3 and out and punt it back. But now they've got the benefit of flipping the field.
Yeah, and that's huge. As I mentioned, that 3rd down stop is huge because a punt like that, and look, you're on plus side territory.
First down with Graft and Colbert both in the backfield here. Bailey has the snap. He will hand it off to Graft. Graft again has that space to work, and he picks up an easy 5 yards down to the 37.
Well, we always talk about Graft falling forward. We always talk about him running hard, but you got to give it to the guys up front right now. They totally just push the guys back 3 or 4 yards on the East Noble line of scrimmage. And as I mentioned, if you win the line of scrimmage tonight, you're going to control this game.
Norwell is doing that to this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Norwell has been the far better team. Yeah. Colbert met immediately, but spins out of that tackle and ends up getting positive yardage down inside the 35.
East Noble, good job bringing a blitz up the middle. Knowing Norwell likes to run up the middle, that's what they've done. They've had a lot of success with it tonight. Good job bringing a blitzer, but he couldn't wrap up Colbert. Good job Colbert spinning out of that tackle, getting a couple yards.
3rd down and 3 for what is more than likely 4-down territory here for Norwell. Defense is trying to settle in here tonight. Graft, though, has the first down, powering forward through another tackle. Zolman missed him. Graft is still on his feet down near the 10-yard line. Graft could have been tackled by about 5 or 6 guys right there, and he ends up down at the 11-yard line, and the Knights are knocking on the door again.
Here's one thing, if East Noble already didn't know, you cannot arm tackle Luke Graft. If you try to tackle him with your arms, he's running through it.
Yeah, you got to hit him low.
You got to hit him low, and you got to put a shoulder into him. Otherwise, it's not enough to knock powerful Luke Graft down.
Man, he is a strong back, and obviously Graft at junior. He gets the call here on 2nd down. Now they get him around the ankles. Initial hit made by Kanan Carrico, and then Rowan Zolman in to take him out eventually alongside Bryce Charles. And it'll bring up 2nd down in about 8, down at the 9-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see what play Norwell chooses to run here. I could see one of those, it's almost like a tight end pop pass to Bodenheimer over the middle.
They've been very successful with that.
And East Noble's been bringing a lot of blitzers to try to combat the running game from the Norwell Knights. So I could see that happening.
And obviously they only start 2 linebackers to begin with. Bodenheimer gets the ball immediately after the snap, and there's not too much room for him to work. He gets a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 8. Maybe 7. And this does bring in the question mark if Norwell would be willing to settle for 3. Now, there is a penalty marker down, I think. Scott Thompson stopped the clock for some reason. Now it's moving again. I guess there's no flag.
Talking to head coach for East Noble, Amstutz.
Luke Amstutz is 82-26 in his 10th year. 108 wins, 4 years of Angola before heading to East Noble. 3rd down and 7 for Norwell. A critical down. Toss back. Graft trying to escape, and he can't. And Graft gains nothing. In fact, he lost a yard. And I think you've got to bring on the field goal.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. You take the points here, knowing De Leon is a really solid leg, and you're up 2 possessions against a really good East Noble offense. So, I definitely take the points, and that's what Norwell's going to try to do here.
De Leon, the left footer, will try this one from 26. Not a bad snap, good hold, and this kick is plenty good. And Norwell has jumped out to a 10-0 lead thanks to a 26-yard field goal from Austin De Leon. Boy, it's nice to have him back in the arsenal, is it not?
Yep.
Well, Bluffton Roofing Incorporated, and be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that's best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first, home improvement, and at Hottie Automotive Group, their next satisfied customer will be you. Serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles with an outstanding service department. Visit HighDayMotors.com to view their inventory. Closing in on 8 minutes left in the first half, Bo, and I think if you had talked this thing over before the contest and asked, what's an ideal situation for Josh Gerber, 10-0 sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely does. And, I don't think even head coach Josh Gerber maybe thought that he could shut out this East Noble offense for, a quarter and a half. But when you only give them 2 or 3 possessions to score.
Exactly.
You're making stops, forced a turnover, made that crucial stop. The defense essentially scored that field goal for the night.
Yeah, and that's the thing about what that turnover does and what Norwell's style has done in this first half. Yep. When you eat up big chunks of game clock, you make East Noble be perfect on offense, and when they turn it over, it's critically damaging. Side-winding kickoff, bounces up, and this one bounces out of bounds. Best starting field position coming up. That's a mishit from Drew Graft, who has really been outstanding in that department this year, and so East Noble will start out at the 35.
Well, like you said, best starting field position. It'll be interesting to see if East Noble makes any adjustments, or they just kind of stick to what they know. I'd imagine they're just going to stick to what they know. They've had some success with Carrico on the ground, running him outside. I think the Norwell defensive ends have done a good job adjusting, stringing those out, allowing the linebackers, the safeties, and the corners to get out there and make a tackle.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, Bo. This is not panic time for East Noble. This is a prolific offense. They've only had the ball twice, so
exactly.
There shouldn't be any panic mode in here for them yet. If you don't score here and then give up another touchdown, then things might change. But certainly stick to what you know right now. Carrico dropped the football on the first play, and I think the Knights have it. Still waiting on a signal. Norwell's got it. Second turnover of the first half, and the Knights are in great position again.
Well, he essentially just dropped the football. It was not. It didn't look like it was a hard hit. Kind of like Zolman's, where it just kind of fell out. East Noble miscues. Norwell's taking advantage of these. Points off turnovers is going to be huge here.
What in the world is going on with the East Noble ball security? It was one of the trademarks of this team, and honestly, both of these were relatively unforced. It looked like I don't know if it was a bad transfer, but he never had a good grip on the football.
Yep.
And Norwell gets it on the 37-yard line. And they're in great field position again. Boy, what a start to this one. East Noble has come to Ossian asleep tonight.
Ideally, Norwell 6 doesn't get over ambitious. Just stick to what you're doing. You're having great success on the ground. Keep running the football here.
Bailey takes the snap, looking to throw it back, reverses himself, being chased, now flips it to Graft, who makes a catch immediately and is brought down at the 34-yard line. Graft making the catch, and the tackle by Damon Bentley, the linebacker for East Noble.
A lot of running for Bailey for 2-yard gain. Good job escaping the pocket, though. It did collapse early. He might have escaped a little too early, but got positive yards on the first down play. You really can't complain.
Second down and 8 here on the 35-yard line. Kicking towards 7 minutes left in this first half. Derek Decker with Christian Bohada here on homecoming in Aussie. Graft up the middle, plenty of room, and just drives his shoulder forward across the 30-yard line down to the 29. It sets up a 3rd down and 2. Immediately in on the tackle for East Noble was Trevor Conley.
So what that first down yardage does, it makes a 6-yard run even better on 2nd down. This is 3rd and short. Norwell's done a really nice job tonight picking those up. They're pushing the line of scrimmage back 2 yards. You're guaranteed 4 or 5 yards every rush as long as you keep winning the line of scrimmage like this Norwell offensive line is doing right now.
3rd down and a long 2. Bailey to Graft. It has been an excellent combination all night long. He's twisted down at the 20-yard line. 1st down, the Knights are in the red zone again.
Norwell really wants to get in the end zone here. go up 3 possessions. In the red zone here, not a lot of penalties. And
I almost had a legendary one last week with the fumble.
Yep, I was listening. That was impressive, I have to say.
You know, it makes my argument that it doesn't exist just that much less impressive.
Yeah,
when you break it down.
Not as credible anymore.
Not at all. 1st and 15 back at the 25.
Big first down play here. You got to get at least half this back here for Norwell.
More than half the second quarter gone. Norwell up 10-0. Raft forward and got all the penalty yardage back. I mean, again, every time, whenever Norwell needs to get some yards back, they get them.
Yep.
They just have gotten 4, 5, 6 yards, basically guaranteed every run tonight.
Well, we've seen East Noble bring some blitzers to try to combat that, run up the middle. But Norwell's taking a lead blocker with Colbert, and then they're bringing Graff. They have 2 lead blockers, essentially, Bodenheimer and Colbert.
Well, both of these teams average over 300 yards rushing a game. That's Indiana football at its finest. Bailey will throw, though, here on 2nd and 10. He's got all day. Great protection. Now Flushton will tuck it. And he's got some room. Picks up a nice block. Bailey's down near the 11-yard line and almost has a first down. What a block.
Who was that came back there?
I think it was Cohen Bailey that laid it on for him. And it was really kind of close to a blindside block, but he hit him in the front side, and that's why it wasn't. If he hits him in the shoulder pad, he gets a penalty there, but he squared him up, put the shoulder into the chest plate.
And as a receiver, that is the most
there you
fun
go.
blocked away.
For
He's
your
not
brother,
focused on you.
nonetheless.
Yeah, for your brother.
3rd down and 1. Again, probably 2 chances here. Bailey hands it off to Graff. Nah, no problem getting the first down. And goal to go coming up for the Knights down at the 7. Wow. What a first half. And East Noble's going to use a timeout here. And I think this is a come to Jesus meeting for this East Noble defense and say, we got to lock down right now. Because this is big-time danger zone for the Knights. So I'll visit the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA today at 550 West Dustman in Bluffton. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're a part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you and join the Y. And Daniel's Jewelers, featuring bridal, fine and fun jewelry, Fossil and Citizen watches, along with SteelX and much more. Located in the Interurban Park in Bluffton, Daniels offers resetting and redesigning of your jewelry. Visit Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton or online at danielsjewelers.net. This is an absolutely critical point of the first half for East Noble's defense. If they crack here and go down 3 possessions, that is when we talked about the panic mode starts to set in.
Yeah, exactly, because East Noble offense, although they've turned it over twice tonight, they get focused, they get rolling, they'd come back from 2 possessions.
You're right, but the problem is they're going to have to find a way to get a stop.
Exactly.
And they have not done that.
Norwell keeps controlling the clock like they are.
They've
gonna be a problem.
They forced a 3 and out, and really the only other win was holding Norwell to 3 on their last possession. 1st and goal on the 7. The toss to Graft. Graft has space, cuts it up, through a tackle, and is in for a touchdown. Luke Graft from 7 yards out, and the Knights extend the lead.
Wow. Tell you what, Blitz on Twitter didn't have the East Noble Knights on upset alert, but he should have at this point.
Man. East Noble still a top 10 team in 4A coming into the week despite their loss to Leo at home. Norwell just outside the top 10 in 3A, and it has been all Norwell here tonight. De Leon good on the PAT, and that makes it a 3-score game. It is 17-0. Norwell on top of East Noble. Tim Steffen and his staff at Steffen Financial Group are a full-service financial firm committed to helping people pursue their financial goals by identifying your goals and helping make sound decisions to reach them. And Dr. Josh Bell strives to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come with individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages. Don't suffer from chronic pain. Corrective Chiropractic can help. Located at 360 North Main Street in Bluffton. Well, Bo, this East Noble team had only given up 52 points in the first half. They have not given up any points in the third quarter. Norwell has been moving by will on offense tonight. They have had very little resistance. They got stopped inside the 20 once and got held to 3. They had 1 3 and out. Outside of that, Norwell's gotten whatever they've wanted on the ground tonight.
Now the key right now is to get another stop on defense for Norwell, because East Noble gets the ball back after halftime. It'd be huge for East Noble to score here, put some points on the board, and then come out and score again after halftime. Norwell's got to limit that, continue to do what they do, force turnovers. They won't have a problem here.
Much better kickoff from Drew Graff, though it will not reach the end zone, and the return by Nick Munson. Munson with a big burst of speed and is chopped down at the 21-yard line. Well, he gets going in a hurry, but ran right into the teeth of the Norwell special teams coverage. And again, just very average starting field position for East Noble.
Yeah, the best starting field position they've had is, the 35-yard line, because that kick out of bounds. The difference being Norwell's had it in plus side territory twice.
Right. By the way, Nick Munson had not attempted a kick return this year before tonight. He's the punt return man. Ethan Nichols is the normal guy back, but Norwell's been kicking to the opposite side tonight. And Nichols averages 23 a return. So 1st and 10 for East Noble on the 21-yard line. Boy, just have not had to talk about any of the outstanding playmakers for East Noble so far. Zolman lined up on the near side here. You got to think they got to start getting him involved as much as possible. There's some misdirection play, and Norwell's ready for it.
Nice job by Brody Bolin staying home. He made that play happen. Great job by Brody Bolin.
Ethan Patrick right there for Norwell as well. He's had a nice night at DN.
He really has. He sets the tone on the edge. If you string plays out, that's huge, because linebackers are able to flow, safeties are able to flow, come up and make a play. Norwell right now choosing to do a 4-down front. They chose the 4-down front in the first down play, go 3-down front now.
Handoff again to Nichols. Stuart McCabe stretches it out, and coming in to finish the play was Trace Mosier. Great teamwork defensively for Norwell, forces East Noble into yet another 3rd and long.
Good old Stu McCabe, great kid. Great job on that play as well. Outside linebacker, that's exactly what you do. If your defensive end gets sucked in, gets hooked from the tackle on the other side of the ball, that's what you do as the outside linebacker. You flow to that play. It's interesting they chose to run to the short side of the field. He had less room to work. Kind of helped Stu McCabe out as well.
And now the Norwell fans making some noise once again. 3rd down and 7. Under 4 minutes left in the first half, and Norwell up 17-0. Rolling to his left is Brazel. Going deep, and he's got the first down catch, does Nick Munson, across the 45-yard line on a route to the sideline. And it took a long time for that play to develop, but East Noble stayed patient, and Munson makes the Knights pay.
It's huge for East Noble to pick that up, because if Norwell gets them to go 3 and out there and gets the ball back, they still had time on the clock to march down and score. That is a huge pickup by East Noble. The whole idea behind this Norwell defense is bend, not break. Just limit the big plays.
East Noble will relax here at the line of scrimmage. Obviously, the modern no-huddle style offense, as we've seen all over the first half. So many more high school teams have gone to that over the years. Carrico on 1st down. And he is bottled up. We've got a late flag that came in that generally would come in the area of maybe a face mask at the end of the play. It's usually too late for a hold there. But we'll wait the call from Scott Thompson, who really hasn't had much action tonight. It's a 5-yarder, so it will not be a 1st down, but it'll bring up 2nd down and very short.
Well, if you disregard the face mask call, that's a great job by Norwell stopping the run tonight. Carrico has just had no room to work at all.
After the penalty.
Yeah, he really has not. And again, it's a guy that runs for 170 yards a game.
I think last week I heard he went for 250 against Leo.
Yeah, exactly. Right, and that is a stingy defense. Leo is, we thought the world of Leo when they came here.
Yeah.
It's just such an interesting dichotomy as we've got a whistle, and I think Matt Taylor requested a timeout there for Norwell, and he will get it. And we will keep it here and let you know that Kathy Peterson is part of the Steffen Group, a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of real estate. With a strong customer service background, Kathy's committed to her clients throughout the whole transaction, and located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. Head on out to Green Valley Golf Club to hit a few on their driving range, putting green, or play around. Green Valley Golf Club, where your friends play. 3:17 left in half number 1. Norwell 17, East Noble nothing. Derek Decker, Christian Bohada, homecoming here for Norwell, playing with some energy right out of the gate tonight, feeding off the energy of a huge crowd here at the courtyard tonight. And East Noble hasn't quite had the response yet, but seems to be putting together their best drive of the night to this point.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, bend not break for this Norwell defense. This is going to be huge to keep East Noble out of the red zone, keep them out of field goal territory.
Right.
It's going to be huge to just keep them off the board going into halftime because, as I mentioned, East Noble does get the ball after half. If East Noble gets that momentum, knowing that they can march the ball in this Norwell defense, they find some success, it's going to be difficult to limit this East Noble offense.
Well, they graduated Cole Schutbach, who set the East Noble record at the time for field goal distance at 47 yards in the first quarter last year.
I was going to say, we saw him hit that one.
We did. Screen pass to Munson. Munson skips out of a tackle from Shelton and from the Blake Hafley attempt and has a first down, and Norwell whiffing on a couple of tackles results in East Noble moving the chains.
It's a simple screen. There wasn't even a lead blocker for him. It was just one-on-one out on the edge.
Shelton just missed him.
Shelton did a good job. He just didn't wrap up with him. He allowed time for Norwell defense to flow there, just not quite quick enough, and Munson did a good job of getting what he could.
Ball resting on the Norwell 43-yard line. Tight formation with Zolman to the outside. Munson will get the carry as they reverse it to the left side. Graff trying to chase him to the edge, and he will drag him down from behind. A negligible gain of 2.
Really nice job by Graff there. On both sides of the ball, he's just performing at such a high level tonight. He's got a chip on his shoulder tonight. You can definitely tell that.
So he is out of bounds. The clock stops. Here, we really have not had the clock stop much in his first half. And it's second down and about 8 for East Noble. Again, Zolman to this side alongside Munson. A couple of big threats. Instead, they will hand it off to Nichols on a sweep. And Nichols is chopped down after a gain of 2. Third down and 7 coming up for East Noble.
This is huge. This is a good time for the Norwell fans to get loud. I hope they realize that because, man, this is huge. This is a big stop here for Norwell defense if they're able to do it right here. And you got to think it's 4-down territory for East Noble.
I think so, yeah. Carrico to the side of Brazel. Brazel rolls to his right, flips it again, and Cade Shelton bats it away from Zolman with that big right paw and makes up for the missed tackle early in the series.
Telling you what, I mentioned it earlier in the game. Shelton on Zolman. Shelton's winning the battle so far.
And he is an underclassman, a guy that is just a sophomore, very lengthy, huge for a corner.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 170, those long arms getting in the way that time. And now a critical
Huge.
4th down and 7
Huge.
for East Noble. Hard count, and they will check the sideline. And East Noble's going to have to burn a timeout.
Yeah.
Luke Amstutz couldn't get Norwell to jump, and I think, Bo, I don't really see a situation where East Noble decides to punt. Now, I guess it could happen, but I do not see a situation where that's going to be the case when they bring everybody back on the field. And American Mortgage Service Company, they are helping individuals realize the dream of home ownership by providing a top-notch best mortgage experience. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 353-3300. AMSC is an equal housing lender. Bo, you thinking about punting here?
If I'm East Noble, I'm not thinking
either.
about punting right now.
I can't.
And if you
can't do it.
And if you do send the punt team out, it's a fake. So
yeah, and
you have a better chance at completing a pass.
Well, that's what I was just about to
your
say.
Standard offensive
just
formation.
line it up and go.
Yeah.
Like
it looks like that's what they're doing. It's not a punt team out here. Zolman's not in the backfield to punt.
You just at this point in the game now, if it's closer, maybe. But
who do you go to here?
Well,
I don't think you go to Zolman.
I don't either.
Especially with Cade Shelton playing the way he's playing. Munson's had success.
Munson has, and he is attacking the opposite corner in Neuenschwander. Actually, that's John Colbert lined up out there on it. Colbert trying to turn to the outside. They go to the middle, and it's through the hands of Brett Christian, who's been targeted for the first time tonight, and East Noble turns it over on downs.
Well,
wow.
He turned. Great pass right in his chest. He turned. I don't think he was expecting it. Right through his hands. That's huge.
And
that's huge because he would have ran a long way.
He would have absolutely had the first down. That was a great play call, and Brett Christian was absolutely open, but just a drop. And East Noble just has not been sharp here tonight. And now you run the 2-minute drill for Norwell.
To work with
A couple of timeouts. And even again, if you go down and get 3 more, make this a 20-0 ball game, you find yourself in great position, even if nothing else happens.
Exactly. In all honesty, as long as you don't turn the ball over or go 3 and out here and give them the ball back.
Here's the thing: Norwell doesn't have to get crazy creative. They can keep it on the ground and keep getting chunks.
Yeah.
One would think. Raft.
Like that.
Again, I mean, that's an easy 7 out to the 47-yard line. Norwell hurries to the line of scrimmage, although doesn't need to be in a rush just yet.
Nope, not quite yet.
East Noble only has 1 timeout to try to stop the clock. Norwell has 2.
Norwell's done a really good job tonight of mixing in the pass. They've obviously predominantly run. That's what they've done all season. But, mix in the pass, keeping East Noble on their heels.
Well, just as you talked about it, they're looking to throw here. Bailey across the middle. It's batted up and incomplete.
That was dangerous.
Right through the hands of Cohen Bailey, and almost an interception. Nick Munson was right there and almost got the takeaway.
Well, Munson had it in his hands as well. Might have been a pick 6 because there's not many Norwell offenders on that side of the field. But nevertheless, still short 3rd down. It stopped the clock. Not the worst situation here.
Well, it was actually Dalton Stinson, the opposite corner, that came from the outside to almost get the pick. They've only intercepted 1 pass defensively this year. 3rd down and 3. Handoff Graft. Graft has the first down. 4 yards, just enough to move the chains. Stops the clock momentarily. And now if you're Norwell,
you get rolling here.
You got to move because you're not giving the ball back at this point.
Had a lot of success on the ground, and if you're going to continue to do that and get into De Leon's range, you don't force passes right here. You still got a minute 20 to work with. You stick on the ground. Stick to what's working here.
Norwell got a little extra time there. Oh, look at the drive forward. Luke Graft is putting hurts on defensive guys. And
I
there's
can
a
hear that
timeout.
hit from up here.
And Norwell will use its 2nd timeout. Man, Graft has been a powerful runner here tonight. We'll step aside for just a moment and be right back.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
67 seconds left in the first half. And Norwell's on top of East Noble 17-0 and driving in East Noble territory. 2nd and 3 coming up on the other side of this break. 42-yard line of East Noble. And so you're probably at least 20 yards away from attempting a field goal. But outside of that.
The way this Norwell offense is marching right now, that's 3 plays.
Right, exactly.
You got time to do that.
2nd and short. Toss to Graft. Graft has a first down and much more, and a unfortunate run-in with Ari Riley. The left guard, who was just kind of in the way over there. In any case, it moves the chains at the 36-yard line, but the clock's on the move again. Less than a minute to go.
Yep. Bailey in the pistol here.
There's a high snap. He does bat it to himself. Bailey extending the play. Can't find anybody. Bailey now will run it. Now we've got a hold back here on Bolin. And now he'll just flip it forward. And this goes close to a first down. By the way, that's Cohen Bailey. And, well, I guess they get a block in the back. In any case, it is coming back. And so Norwell will have first down in a long way because of where that penalty came from. And unfortunately, that's likely a drive killer.
Yeah, Bailey's got to make that decision earlier to escape the pocket. He sat back there for too long and allowed more East Noble defenders to get there. You either throw that away or escape the pocket a little earlier than that. As, Luke Graff is just swinging out right there. He's his outlet pass, but Luke Graff turned up the field to block as soon as he saw Leighton Bailey tuck the ball. Leighton tucked it and then brought it back up like he was going to pass it. Kind of confused Luke Graff. Otherwise, he might have had a swing route out to the right side.
Norwell's all the way back to their own 44-yard line, which makes this 1st and 30.
I would at this point you take it to halftime.
Yeah, I'd say run it one more time and then take it to half. It goes to Grant. Nothing lead at the break over mighty East Noble here at the Courtyard.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Thunder and lightning, rock and roll, even peanut butter and jelly. There are some things in this world that just naturally seem to go together. At Farmers and Merchant State Bank, it's you and us. That's why at F&M, we're always ready to partner with you on all your financial needs, from checking and savings to auto loans and more. Now that's pretty black and white. Farmers and Merchants, you and us. Learn more at fm.bank, member FDIC.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
The Bluffton Street Fair, Indiana's oldest and largest street fair, is happening now. Filled with exciting events, food, fun, and laughter. Friday the 24th from 8 to 10 p.m. is the high-octane wrestling at the fair 2 at the stage area on Washington Street. Saturday kicks off at 9 a.m. with the Diaper Derby, Kitty Tractor Pull, Big Wheel Race, and Prince and Princess Crowning, followed by the Children's Talent Show at 11:30. The Cincinnati Circus will have 3 shows at the Courthouse Plaza, 12, 2, and 4 p.m. There will be karaoke with the Ninja Outlaw Warrior from 7 to 9 p.m. Bluffton Street Fair Idol starts at 6:30 p.m. with $1,200 in prize money, followed by the Creedence Revived concert at Kehoe Park. Get your tickets early for $10, $15 at the gate. Wristbands for rides will be available Saturday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for $17 and 5 p.m. to close for $25. Daily activities around the fair include the Bluffton Street Fair Band and music on the Courthouse Plaza. See you at the Bluffton Street Fair.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. A place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family.
This is Ossian Assisted Living.
where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
Bobcat of Fort Wayne South is happy to provide Bobcat sales, service, parts, and rental right here in Bluffton. As the newest location in the Bobcat of Fort Wayne enterprise, we're excited to serve you with all your Bobcat equipment needs, from track loaders to utility vehicles to zero-turn mowers and more. We've got something for everyone. Make sure to check out our rental fleet for your next specialty project, located at 633 North Main Street in Bluffton or online at bobcatoffortwayne.net.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available.
Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3000 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built Forever home. Intiva, a customer-driven global supplier of engineered components and systems for the automotive industry, is now hiring in Bluffton. Great hours, excellent benefits, and an amazing culture. Come see what the excitement is all about. Apply online at intivaproducts.com/careers or stop by the plant at 1805 West Lancaster Street, Bluffton.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Cathie.Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements. Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Thunder and lightning, rock and roll, even peanut butter and jelly. There are some things in this world that just naturally seem to go together. At Farmers and Merchant State Bank, it's you and us. That's why at F&M, we're always ready to partner with you on all your financial needs, from checking and savings to auto loans and more. Now that's pretty black and white. Farmers and Merchants, you and us. Learn more at fm.bank, member FDIC.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
And welcome back to the courtyard. We're just a few minutes away from starting the second half. Derek Decker with Christian Bohata as we talk about things on our halftime show. We'll get you updated on a couple of the other conference scores in just a minute. But, Bo, that was a a dominating first-half performance really from start to finish. I think you could make a very strong argument that's the best half Norwell's played all year.
Oh, yeah, and it started with the first drive of the game. Norwell controlled the clock, 7 minutes off the clock, left East Noble with really not much to work with there in the first quarter. It limit East Noble to, 5 possessions at half?
Yep.
That's huge. That's almost unheard of in high school football, unless it's a blowout.
That, or unless you're in Indiana and you're playing a team that runs the ball for 300 yards a game.
Yep, that too. It's just, they've really just controlled the whole half on both sides of the ball. You control the line of scrimmage. It opened up the Norwell playbook. They control the line of scrimmage on the defensive side. Allows the linebackers to flow, fill the gaps that East Noble was trying to run through. East Noble run game, not impressive in that first half.
Not at all. And it can't be understated what Cade Shelton did at corner against Rowan Zolman.
Yeah.
Man, he has locked him down in the first half.
Well, just talking to some fans out there at halftime as I went down, and that's something they pointed out to me as well, and I've harped on it all first half, is why not throw the ball up to Zolman? And I said, well, they've tried a couple times.
They have.
And Cade Shelton's locked him down.
Yeah.
It's lockdown defense on Rowan Zolman, and if he continues to do that in the second half, he's up for player of the game.
Other halftime scores, Leo leading Belmont 45-7. Also, Huntington North is leading DeKalb 35-14. And maybe the surprise of the night, we were talking about Columbia City pregame. New Haven is on top of Columbia City 21-0.
Wow.
Just ahead of the break. And that's a New Haven team that looked good. They were competitive last week. And again, we always talk about this with the Bulldogs. Seems like one play derails them.
Shut down.
And they threw the pick in the third quarter, and Norwell just blasted off from there. Had no problem putting the game away.
And as you mentioned, that turnover that Norwell forced last week, talk about the 2 turnovers they forced this half, or in the first half tonight. It's huge. They've capitalized on both of those turnovers. They had the field goal off the first turnover, and then they went 3 and out on one of them. But that second turnover, and they're in plus territory, and they score a touchdown to go up 3 possessions.
Well, if there's anything that these two teams learned last year, it was the fact that a 17-point lead is not safe. Norwell's been dominant. Now, this has been a totally different game than last year. Norwell was the team that turned it over early, right in scoring range, and East Noble capitalized in the first quarter. All 17 points they scored were in the first quarter. They didn't score the rest of the game. Tonight they have been shut down. And again, that just kind of speaks to the matchups with this Norwell defense. They've really had great success against East Noble the last couple of years.
That's the difference from last year to this year. Is last year Norwell had momentum going into the half. They had that feeling that we can get this done going into the half. East Noble had a chance to have momentum going down into the half. Couldn't convert on a 4th and 7 that through your tight end's hands. That's that's a crucial play of the game. He converts on that, runs for another 20 yards there in the red zone. So, that's the difference from last year to this year. And this year, East Noble does get the ball coming out of half, but with the way the Norwell defense has been playing, I don't expect anything different than the first half.
Yeah, and East Noble, if they go into half and it's 17-7 getting the ball, that's a totally different story.
Exactly.
Than, give them credit. They did have a couple of stops there. They held Norwell to 3 once. They got the big 3 and out, and then they shut. Really, it was aided by a Norwell penalty there right at the end of the half.
Yeah.
But they have tried to keep the Knights in the game because Norwell's been a team. I mean, this has been a game that very easily could be 28-0 right now, and it's probably over at that point. So that they've kept themselves within striking distance. They get the ball to start the second half. They have the quick strike ability. They can go over the top if they need to. They're a run-heavy team, but really, I think Brazel's looked pretty impressive. He's been comfortable in the pocket despite not having a lot of success. He's finding his options, and Brazel's been a good quarterback for just a sophomore. A lot of room to grow for this East Noble offense behind him.
That's another point I was going to make is Brazel's done a good job of escaping the pocket when it collapses. And, Norwell's had good pressure, but Brazel's done a good job escaping. He's not always had outlets to throw to, as Norwell did have that 1 sack there for a 3-yard loss in the first half. But he's done a really nice job escaping the pocket, and I think he's made good decisions tonight as well.
Boy, this has been a fun first half from a Norwell perspective. Tell you that, again, that is, I think, unquestionably the best half that Norwell's played all season long, and we will take another break. We'll come back with the second half of action. Norwell leading East Noble 17-0 on The Voice.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, office at 260-436-7006, or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. A place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family. This is Ossian Assisted Living, where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
The Bluffton Street Fair, Indiana's oldest and largest street fair, is happening now. Filled with exciting events, food, fun, and laughter. Friday the 24th from 8 to 10 p.m. is the high-octane wrestling at the fair 2 at the stage area on Washington Street. Saturday kicks off at 9 a.m. with the Diaper Derby, Kitty Tractor Pull, Big Wheel Race, and Prince and Princess Crowning, followed by the Children's Talent Show at 11:30. The Cincinnati Circus will have 3 shows at the Courthouse Plaza, 12, 2, and 4 p.m. There will be karaoke with the Ninja Outlaw Warrior from 7 to 9 p.m. Bluffton Street Fair Idol starts at 6:30 p.m. with $1,200 in prize money, followed by the Creedence Revived concert at Kehoe Park. Get your tickets early for $10, $15 at the gate. Wristbands for rides will be available Saturday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for $17 and 5 p.m. to close for $25. Daily activities around the fair include the Bluffton Street Fair Band and music on the Courthouse Plaza. See you at the Bluffton Street Fair.
And welcome back to the courtyard, just moments away from the third quarter beginning. And that was a half where Norwell just ran the ball at will. If you are just joining us, Norwell started the game with a 7-minute drive that went 78 yards, and they completely set the tone from there. Luke Graft well over 100 yards, close to $150 in that first half, Bo. You know, we've talked about his abilities and how great he's been all year. That has been the most important performance of the year to this point. This is against a very quality team. Now, there were some question marks about what Norwell could do offensively in the run game against a quality opponent. Well, this is one of them. You're looking at a top 10 4A team, and Norwell's just blowing them out.
Yeah, and I just got the stats from Joe Taylor down there keeping stats for Norwell. 28 attempts for 147.
Holy Moses.
28 attempts.
28 in the first half.
And that tells you how much Norwell's controlled the clock and controlled the time of possession.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'd love to see the time of possession stats on that because
– but it's averaging over 5 yards a carry.
Well, and I think Norwell, you know, they had to have the ball close to 20 minutes of that first half.
Yeah.
That was –
oh, yeah.
You know,
for sure.
16, 17 minutes at least. That was just – it was an unbelievable first half.
And anytime East Noble would get a little bit of success, they'd cough the ball up.
Right, they had the 2 fumbles, which is so unlike East Noble. This is a team that protects the ball ridiculously well, and they have just not done that tonight. Again, you can't overstate the fact that really neither one of them were forced. I mean, yeah they were in the middle of a play, but it's not like somebody just punched one out.
Exactly, and that's, like you said, unlike East Noble. They're known to take care of the ball when they have it in their possession, and you got to believe Coach Amstutz was, livid.
Oh, I'm sure that was not a fun locker room to be in.
Yeah, exactly. I preach that pregame, though. If you win the turnover margin, that's a huge key to success tonight. It's showing on the scoreboard right now as well.
Well, Drew Graft is on to kick this one off. He did have one go out of bounds in the first half. This one's heading that direction again. Munson will retrieve it at the 5-yard line. Munson really gets going in a hurry, but he has run to the same spot every time, and it's come out to the same result. He only gets out to the 21.
Coaches tell you maybe return middle, but it's kind of surprising he doesn't just try to come up this near sideline. Get the blockers out there, a couple blockers in front of him, try to go up the near side sideline. He's running right into the teeth of the kickoff
every time
team for Norwell, and hasn't resulted in good starting field position for East Noble at all tonight.
First down for the Knights on their own 21-yard line. Just not a lot of offensive success. One would think less than 100 yards in that first half. And this is an offense that's averaging 462, 48 points a game coming in tonight, and they're getting shut out on the road. Hand off to Carrico. Carrico makes a man miss and has a huge hole and goes tumbling, somersaulting across the 30 out to the 34-yard line. Norwell almost had him stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and then he rips one off for 14.
Just couldn't wrap him up. I mentioned that earlier in the game. You got out with a lot of energy this half. They got ripped into at halftime from Coach Amstutz, from all the coaches on that sideline. Norwell's really got to keep their energy up. They had a lot of high energy. They're flying around the field. They're making a lot of tackles, a lot of plays that people wouldn't expect them to make. That needs to happen in the second half.
There goes Carrico on the sweep, and he is tracked down in the backfield. Luke Graff makes the tackle for loss. It's the third one of that variety for him. That'll back him up 2 to bring up 3rd and 6.
Well, we know his downhill speed is quick, but there he just showed off his side-to-side speed. Stringing that sweep out. Good shoestring tackle there, open field tackle by Luke Graff.
Another big down coming up for Norwell. 3rd down and 6. Ball resting on the East Noble 38-yard line. Just feels like the East Nobles put themselves in a position where they need to score on this drive. And Carrico will get the call. Carrico stood up at the 40 and maybe out to the 41, but he's well short of a first down. 4th down and about 3. Bo, you think about going for it here?
I was just going to say that's an interesting play call there. But I kind of like it because it seems like every time on 3rd down, the East Noble offense is passed. Maybe try to catch Norwell sleeping up the middle. Norwell did a good job pursuing the football, making that stop, and East Noble electing to punt here. That's a huge stop for this Knights defense to start the second half.
No kid. I've got lots of guys lined up out here. Zolman will put his right foot into it. That's a pretty good kick. Trace Mosier is back for Norwell. That'll bound inside the 15, inside the 10, before finally coming to rest down at the 9-yard line. Wow, there's the Rowan Zolman punting we've been expecting. He's averaging 45 a punt. He shanked one in the first half, and it did end up costing him as Norwell went down and scored points on that drive. And we'll see what the Knights bring on their first series, backed up well inside their own territory.
Well, if they have a first drive this second half like their first drive in the first half, it's going to be hard for East Noble to come back. They wasted 7 minutes off the clock on that first drive. Everything. Every play except the first play of that drive was positive yardage.
And if Norwell is able to put together another one of those drives in this 3rd or 4th quarter, this game's going to be over.
Yeah, exactly.
You just put this thing away with a long drive.
And you don't get too antsy on offense. Norwell's done a good job of staying composed. Coach Gerber's done a really nice job of not getting over-aggressive and just sticking to what they're good at.
Raft tripped up right near the 10.
Oh, no, and
he wasn't expecting to go down. He kind of fell hard there. No whistle yet. Now the clock will stop as Graft will be helped to his feet. I guess it is going to be a leg issue.
Walk it off.
Yeah, well, they're going to bring in John Colbert, who actually was already in the game. Kate Shelton checks in for the ailing Graft, who will come to the sideline. Emily Hopkins will give him a check.
Off there. Kind of picked up tempo, kind of jogged off. That's good to see.
Second down and 9. Ball just outside the 10.
Don't sleep on John Colbert, though. That's
right.
He runs just as hard as Graft.
Very capable back. Trying to find some space, and does. Up the middle for about 2. Out to the 13. Graft put his arm, or Colbert put his arm into the back of a blocker and almost busted one off. But now an important 3rd down and 6 for Norwell coming up on their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, as you said, important. This is a tough spot to punt from. You want to get at least 1 first down. Get some room here.
Eat some more time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not time to play clock killer yet. I'm just saying.
But
any time you can kill is beneficial.
Yeah, tough spot to punt from, and it nevertheless would probably give East Noble good field position. So big first down here would be nice.
East Noble fans on their feet on the far sideline. Bailey will chuck one deep for Neuenschwander, and he gets walled off, and pass interference is called, and Luke Amstutz is hot. Boy, East Noble cannot believe that, and frankly, I can't either. You know, Cade Shelton had a similar play in the first half, and it was not called, and this is going to give Norwell a first down on a ball that was not going to be caught by Neuenschwander.
Well, that's a huge call in this game.
Man.
East Noble fans are doing it right there, but
and in my opinion, have every right to do so.
That ball's underthrown, and there's not too much contact there. No, I don't think enough to warrant that penalty.
I don't either, and you know, I guess again the only argument to be made was that Zolman was not looking for the ball, but at the same time the ball was underthrown. Uncatchable does not matter in high school, so that doesn't really factor into the part of the rule. I'm just trying to set up the fact that that ball was not getting caught anyway. So that doesn't necessarily play into the decision for the flag called by the back judge, and that is it's a big call.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate for East Noble because it gives Norwell a first down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Luke Graff back on the field for the Knights.
Yeah, and he seems comfortable, but Colbert will get the carry. Colbert still driving his way forward. And, you know, he was met by 4 or 5 guys at about the 32-yard line and still got 3 more. Again, it just speaks to the strength of these backs for the Knights.
Always with Norwell running backs. In my era, it started with Carson Ringer, falling forward. That's been the thing with Norwell running backs, and just strong boys, strong men, you could say. They're just falling forward. 3 extra yards makes a huge difference.
Well, it has given Norwell a huge boost, who's well over 200 rushing yards here tonight already. As we tick under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Love to see the yards after contact stat.
Norwell's just starting to control this game. I mean, I should just say starting to, but continuing to out of the locker room, getting the big stop on defense. Colbert will twirl forward and has a first down as the necessary yardage gets him out to the 43, and the Knights move the chains again.
Sticking to what they're doing. They've run a couple misdirections this drive. That first play after the pass interference call when Graff came back in, you got to believe those linebackers are keeping an eye on Graff because he's gotten 28 carries this game. You know he's going to get the ball, but they miss direction. They give it to John Colbert, and he ends up picking up 7. That's huge. That's great play calling, and Coach Gerber's he's been on it tonight.
Graft and Colbert side by side in the backfield. Bodenheimer in motion at the snap. Toss goes to Graft, and Graft is upended at the 41-yard line, a gain of 3 on first down.
First down yardage is huge. They've been doing it all game. Positive yards on first down. Make second down not so bad to maybe pass on, run one of those tight end pop passes over the middle with Bodenheimer. Because if you incomplete it, it's still manageable 3rd and 7. So interesting to see what they do here.
And again, eating up chunks of time by keeping it on the ground.
There's that misdirection.
Colbert still on his feet. Carrico throws him backwards, and it's
about a yard shy.
Yeah, about a yard short of the first down out of the 47-yard line, 3rd and 1.
Yard hasn't been hard to get for this Norwell Knights offense.
No, not at all. Not at any point tonight.
Interesting here. You don't normally see Chris Hood playing defense. They're throwing him in here.
They're
throwing everything they got at him.
They are
to at this point.
Yeah, they're getting desperate, and you can feel it. You can see it.
See if he makes a difference here. It's Norwell running up the middle. just look at the whole line of scrimmage.
Just
3 yards.
Every time.
Everybody was moved back 3 or 4 yards.
And that
Norwell
is
firing off the ball.
That is with a Ball State commit on the other side of the football.
He didn't get off the ball. He completely got shoved back. Yeah, he doesn't play a lot of defense. Going to Ball State to the offensive line.
He's 6'8", 325.
And getting shoved back. With ease, it looked like.
Right.
These Norwell boys, that speaks to the strength. And that starts in the offseason. That starts in the offseason. The weight training programs that Coach Gerber puts these guys through, the effort he puts into that is, it's showing right now.
Whoops, there's a mistake. Colbert just kind of got gummed up. They'll mark him for a loss of a couple there. And so Carrico busts through the line, and again, Norwell just had some miscommunication.
Yeah.
Colbert loses 3. But again,
they just keep eating into the clock.
You're just
it's been
killing
a good drive. You get, at this point, even with the defense that Norwell's playing at this point, even if you get 2 or 3 first down each drive, run 3 or 4 minutes off the clock every time.
Right,
and
they've already taken up 5 minutes on this drive. Now, again, there was the controversial pass interference as Graff is caught at the shoestrings again. And
he hit the ground hard. He landed on the football.
Yeah, that might have knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah.
Nolan Rhodes excited about the tackle. He got a yard, and the clock stops again. Graff taking a beating here in this second half. He will come off again. And he's still favoring that one leg as well, so certainly not at 100%. He's battled injury issues. He had that deep thigh bruise back from the Week 2 game against Heritage, which he's fully healed from.
Yeah.
This is different stuff here tonight.
He wants to be out there as much as he could. He'll give everything he physically can, especially in a big game like this.
Definition of a dog.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 12. And East Noble ready for it in the backfield as John Colbert sidestepped Bailey, loses 2, and the East Noble fans come alive as they force a punt.
Well, Brody Bolin was pulling there, and he missed the block. That was a nice job of the outside linebacker for East Noble sidestepping and making the tackle. That's a big stop for East Noble as Norwell was marching the field. They had momentum.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, good job by Norwell eating up some clock. See if we can get a good punt here from Brody Bolin.
Right, and we talk about keeping the offense off the field. Well, the East Noble offense still has not been all that impressive at all tonight. I mean,
no.
Here comes Bolin on to punt. Relatively low snap, and East Noble almost got to it.
Here.
Yeah, it's a great roll down inside the 5, and it's picked up, and Munson makes a man miss. Munson shoved out of bounds at the 16-yard line, and, a little bit of a hair-standing play for East Noble as they, if you mess around with that, that's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah,
but
if that ball takes the wrong hop and hits Munson, hops up, hits him in the chest or the face mask, that is super dangerous. But nevertheless, he got what he could out of it. That's better field position than the 1 or 2 yard line for sure. But still, starting at your own 16, their best starting field position tonight's at their own 35.
And that was on a kick out of
bounds. So you got to Norwell special teams tonight has been tremendous.
Well, credit Munson with a 12-yard return. And you can give Bolin a 47-yard punt. That's pretty good.
About 30 of that was in the air, and he got
That's true.
Tremendous roll. But still, on turf.
Yeah, you got to play to its strength. Right. Brazel throwing a deep ball for Zolman. That's definitely pass interference. Yep. There's 2 flags there as Cade Shelton just dragged him down, which honestly, you'd rather do that than give up a touchdown.
Exactly, and that's what you coach as a defensive back coach. If you know you're beat, which at that point, Cade Shelton was beat by about 2 steps. You grab the ankle, you just bring him down.
That's what he did.
And you know what? 15 yards, it's not a spot foul like the NFL.
Exactly.
15-yard penalty is a heck of a lot better than a 30 or 40-yard strike, even a touchdown at that.
You know what, though? That's the first time that Shelton has been at 2 steps behind. And you're right. If he doesn't drag him down, Zolman's got a touchdown.
Yeah. Zolman kind of just beat him off the line there. He didn't really outrun him. He beat him off the line is what he did. So we'll see if they continue to do that because he was open. He had 2 steps on him. And that was a good ball, too. If he didn't get drugged down, he's catching that for sure.
They're just sticking him up there alone with Cade Shelton.
Yeah. Yeah, no high safety. They're not double teaming him. That speaks strides to the confidence in Cade Shelton that
that's true. Because
have.
Remember, inexperienced safety with Trace Mosier back there as well. Normally you'd have Bo Morgan.
Yep. Well, even then, I don't think they'd double team him.
Agreed.
You see a lot of teams double teaming him.
They will throw a screen to Zolman. Zolman has a huge burst of speed and has a first down. Mosier trying to pull him down and can't, and finally does at the 50-yard line. A gain of 19, and East Noble's marching.
We were just talking about the double team. At this point, East Noble sees that they're having a little bit of success singling out Zolman on Kate Shelton. And if they continue to do that, because Zolman is obviously bigger than Kate Shelton.
Quickly to the line. East Noble will clap but not take the snap.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another screen out here. You know, Shelton's 5 yards off of him. That's enough time to get the ball out there and for Zolman to make a move here. And there it is.
Yep, Zolman again, and he is tripped up barely. Kate Shelton met him at the line of scrimmage or behind it and affected him enough that he went down to the turf at the 48, a negligible gain of 2.
That's exactly how you play it. If you're Kate Shelton, the only thing I would critique there is you wrap up better. That way he's not able to slip out there and maybe get the couple yards that he did. But nice job by Kate Shelton adjusting to that.
Outstanding crowd has stuck around past halftime here at the courtyard. 17-0 Norwell deep in the third quarter on a 63-degree night in Ossian. Carrico.
Nothing there.
Lost one. Blake Hafley in on the tackle.
On 2nd down and 9, that is huge. You hold them to a 0-yard gain, force them to throw the ball on 3rd down. You know, they've had a little bit of success here recently, but you force them almost into that situation where you know they're going to throw it.
Third down and 9 here for East Noble with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, trailing by 17.
Last 3rd and long, they elected to run the ball up the middle. It'd be interesting. Yep, it's a pass here.
Double move. That ball's overthrown.
Yep.
It was intended for Zolman, and he bats it away. And I think East Noble's out of options at this point. You're going to have to go for it.
Oh, you have to go. It's late in the third quarter. You're going to run out of possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
With the way the Norwell offense has been moving, maybe 2 or 3 more possessions for East Noble. Maybe. If they're lucky.
Right. Norwell has conceded 4 of 7 on 3rd down this year.
3rd or 4th down there, Derek?
On 4th down.
Yep.
I say 3rd down?
Yep.
Okay, 4th down. It is 4th and 9. Pass goes over the middle, tipped at the line of scrimmage and caught anyway, and it's a 1st down for East Noble to keep this huge drive alive. Nick Munson, I think that's his 2nd catch of the night. Munson is 8th all-time in East Noble receiving yards history, and he has a 1st down. The guy who's got offers from Valpo and USF. Coach Amstutz said he's the heart and soul of the team, versatile, talented, unselfish, great teammate, and he has East Noble driving.
2nd catch for a big 1st down as well. His last catch came
That's
out on
a false start.
3rd down, and they did miss that.
That should have been a false start out there on Keegan Corbin, the new receiver. And long hold, Carrico will get the football and has no room to run.
A little bit of a read option, but Brody Bolin did a nice job of kind of playing both. It's something they tell you not to do, really. You pick one or the other, and then you have an outside linebacker to fill. If the quarterback pulls that, you have that outside linebacker on the quarterback. Brody Bolin did a nice job, though. He made the quarterback decide right away to give that to Carrico, and then the teeth of the Norwell defense stopped him.
Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. East Noble's not going as quick as I thought they would.
No.
I mean, they've got to start playing with some tempo.
Yeah.
They got to get 3 scores.
Well, they have a lot more confidence in their offense at this point than we do. And,
oh, that's could be delay a game. And there it is. They do not get the playoff. And now they're playing from behind the sticks. And Luke Amstutz is incensed again.
Well, they've been, Rosard, I think is his name, quarterback there. He claps, and then he looks to the sideline for another play.
You can't do that.
They see where Norwell gets lined up, and then they look to the sideline for another play. Well, with a 25-second play clock like that, it's tough to do. You got to get the play in quick, and you got to have in the back of your mind where that play clock's at.
Munson on the move. He will get the pitch. Munson cuts it back up. Munson still on his feet, spinning forward towards the 30-yard line. And that will, I think, bring us to the end of the third quarter. East Noble's not going to be able to run another play. It'll be 3rd down and 6 on the other side of the break, but Norwell holds serve in that third quarter They take a 17-point lead into the final frame. WellsCountyVoice.com.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Back at the courtyard, Craigville Appliance has been serving Northeast Indiana for 100 years. They buy in bulk all over the country and pass the savings on to their customers at 2383 North Main Street in Craigville. Also, Cleaning One Incorporated is your cleaning specialist. Commercial, home, or office, windows, strip and wax floors, sanitize your facilities, carpets, and so much more. Send Rob or Bob a message at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com. 3rd down and 6 for East Noble at the 32-yard line of Norwell. I think this is the deepest they've been into Norwell territory all night. And obviously,
it definitely has, yep.
It's 2 chances to get a first down here because they're down 3 scores and absolutely have to have a touchdown here.
Watch for a shot here to Zolman.
Nice play call, I think. Carrico got the ball, and Norwell didn't bite on the fake. And it brings up 4th down and 4.
As you said, nice play call, but even better play staying home from
agreed.
that weak side Norwell defense. That's happened a couple times. East Noble's tried to run misdirection, some counters. They're staying home.
They've mixed it up.
Very disciplined defense tonight. Matt Taylor has
been
these guys groomed to play this East Noble offense.
4th down for East Noble. Norwell crowd making some noise. Brazel will throw it down the sideline, and it's overcooked. And you're going all out on every play.
At this point, barring something magical happens. If Norwell marches the field, as you said, eats 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock and scores, it's over.
Well, even if they don't score, if they eat up 5 minutes at this point, this game's over.
It's 6 minutes left,
Colbert on 1st down, tripped as he kind of fell over the 30-yard line, slips down to the turf, gains a yard.
East Noble's thrown another defender in the box. They're
Can't blame them.
Finally even in the box because I don't know why it took them so long to do that, but Norwell's not having the holes that they had in the first half. They've definitely made adjustments at halftime. You got to credit East Noble defensive coordinator for that, but Norwell offense, just stick to what you're doing here and control the line of scrimmage. East Noble defense can only do so much.
Colbert squirts to the outside. Colbert cuts it back. Stays in bounds, I think. Yep, he does.
Yep. Clock's running.
And he's a yard shy of the 1st down. And that's important now. That's the other thing for Norwell. If you're going to run something to the edge, make sure you stay in bounds.
Yeah, and that was just heads-up play from Colbert. Experienced play. Knowing you're up 3 possessions, knowing you want this clock to run. You know Norwell coaches and players can't wait to see this clock hit 0 as long as they're on the good side of the scoreboard. So anything you can do to keep this clock running here.
3rd and a yard. And they've got it.
Yep.
John Colbert has a 1st down.
He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he falls forward for 2 yards for a 1st down.
It is just unbelievable that East Noble just has not had any answers tonight. Look, we talked about it in the open. 8 starters that are seniors on both sides of the football.
Yeah.
This is as experienced a group as Norwell's going to come across, really as talented as a group as there is in the conference. And Norwell has just dominated tonight.
And you'd think somebody on that East Noble side would have stepped up, get these guys energetic. But you got to credit this Norwell offensive line. They've set the tone tonight, and it's.
Well, I don't know how that was an encroachment, or actually it might have just been a delayed start from the rest of the offensive line. It looked like an early snap from the center 8 in Billiard.
Well, I think they were pulling to try to jump them off sides, and Leighton Bailey collapsed.
And Billiard snapped it. That's the problem, is nobody else moved.
Yeah, that was not supposed to be snapped at that time. There's Leighton Bailey running over the sideline floor. Picking up his wristband.
Well,
you need that.
Probably going to need that.
That's how Norwell calls in all their plays. They used to do the traditional quarterback runs to the sideline or a receiver, and then you relay that.
Colbert dragging defenders almost a face mask. Looks like he grabbed the side of his helmet rather than the actual mask. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, tackled by Zolman. 3rd down and 10 at the 41.
But I really like how Norwell, Coach Josh Gerber's transition to calling the plays. He throws up hand signals, calls the plays, and then he hands it off to another coach who calls the rest of the plays. It's a lot better than tiring your quarterback out and running him to the sideline. You can go more up-tempo if you need to. You can just get lined up in your formation and be ready to run the play. It's a lot more efficient.
They'll go to Bodenheimer on the counter, and then he tries to drive it to the outside. Bodenheimer is wrangled down at the 45-yard line, and East Noble gets the stop. But the clock continues to move. It's going to bring it inside of 8 minutes to go when Norwell punts.
Nice job. Picked up a couple first downs.
Yeah, really, that's what you're trying to do at this point.
Every time you get the ball, if you pick up a couple first downs, you run 3 minutes off the clock. The math adds up. That's ticket to success here in this 4th quarter.
For what it's worth, East Noble still has not given up a point in the 3rd quarter this year. That's holding strong at this point. But they had scored 104 points in the 1st quarter alone. They scored 42 in the 1st quarter against Huntington North a few weeks ago. That's a one-hop snap, and Bolin just has to hurry up and get it off. It's a high punt, and it ends up taking a big Norwell bounce. It's going to end up being about as good as it would have been anyway, with no return.
And look at that, East Noble's best starting field position still, 35-yard line.
Well, look, East Noble was really close to blocking that, and that was not a good snap.
Well,
and
Brody Bolin did a good job of controlling it. Did a good job of dealing with what was dealt to him, and good job getting that off, flipping the field.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Our professionals specialize in rehabilitation due to injury, surgery, stroke, disease, or other condition. They'll customize a plan just for you. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. Hey, by the way, other members of the Voice crew, Alex Howard, Colin Schwartz, over at Elwood tonight, officiating their first varsity football game. Props to them. Blackford, that's a Blackford and Elwood battle of the winless teams. Blackford leading 22-7 late in the 3rd quarter over at Elwood. Some confusion before the snap here. Munson's got to get.
Oh, that's got to be a false start.
Munson was just. What's he doing? What in the world? It looked like Munson was moving forward, and he was just disheveled right before the snap, and he is
still living.
Barking out orders. He's shoving Nichols to the other side. I don't know how that wasn't a false start. It looked to me like he was moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he wasn't actually really moving. He was just kind of walking.
I thought they were maybe doing a.
Norwell jumped. This is going to be encroachment. Wait on the call from Scott Thompson.
Is there a flag on the field?
Well, I think there is. There should be. Had to be on somebody. Either. Look, Norwell clearly jumped across the line, so either they were drawn off, and it's encroachment.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, either they were drawn off or it's got to be encroachment. You got to pick one of the two. This will set up a 2nd and 1 for EN.
But going back to that play with Munson walking across, I think they were maybe running one of those trick plays where he acts like he doesn't know what's going on, gets it, maybe jumps
he just really didn't know what was going on.
He really did not know, or he was too livid about something. And
well, I was thinking maybe they were going to call a timeout. Brazel throws it up there.
Great coverage.
And Brazel's unable to complete the pass. You're right. Neuenschwander down there to defend the pass to Ethan Nichols. 3rd down and short for the Knights.
Interesting. They choose to go to Nichols and not their star receiver, Zolman. Even Munson, for that matter.
Right. That's their 3rd option.
It's really interesting. Maybe they thought they had something out on the edge here on Neuenschwander, but Neuenschwander showed them differently.
Well, statistically, that's actually their 4th option of their receivers. That's their last option. He's only got 3 catches on the year coming into the night. 3rd down and 1. Carrico, I would guess, gets the ball here on 3rd and short.
That's what I would guess, and he does.
And he does, and he has a 1st down, and much more as he busted up the middle. Neuenschwander whiffs on the tackle, too. Carrico down across the 30, and finally wrangled out of bounds at the 20-yard line by Trace Mosier, and East Noble picks up the 1st down with ease. They get 41.
Biggest play of the night for them, and came at a good time, although clock down to 6 minutes. They're going to have to go quick here. They really didn't have too much urgency before they picked up that first down. We'll see if they pick up the tempo here.
You got to. After a big play like that, you got to try to continue momentum, too.
Look for a shot to Zolman here.
And they don't. They will check the sideline again. Again, this is not normal of East Noble. And what they've just kind of been all out of sorts tonight.
Got a Trace Mosier kind of hovering over Zolman. Here comes the shot.
Brazel throws it deep. Shelton has it! Cade Shelton has the pick! Holy Moses! Cade Shelton, the sophomore, picks off Brazel. And the Knights have the football back. Third turnover for East Noble.
Wow. You know, I was predicting the shot to Zolman. Cade Shelton had in his mind that it might have been coming too. He had a step on Zolman the whole time. The whole time. Picks him off in the end zone. Wow.
I mean, and that just thwarts just about any chance that East Noble had of a comeback there. East Noble finally got a big play on 3rd down and 1, and then they throw the pick. Really, it wasn't that terrible of a ball. It was a little bit too far in front of Zolman, but again, just well defended. That's textbook by
Great
Shelton.
Position. He ran with him the whole time. He had his eyes locked on Zolman the whole time. Turned his head right at the right moment, went up and got it, high pointed the football, had a great hip turn.
Wow. Well, Shelton gets the pick. Norwell calls a timeout. And Nathan with Shelton Financial Group has a goal to build long-lasting, deep personal connections with his clients. Visit their new location on the north side of Ossian in the old bank building. And Barclay Builders has been building residential and commercial properties since 1981. And they take pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. Let Barclay Builders get started on building your Barclay Built Forever home. Give them a call at 260-622-7674. 6:28 left, Bo, and Norwell still up 17. Same score as we had at halftime.
I called it early. The matchup of the night was Shelton and Zolman. And Zolman got Shelton on one of them where Shelton had to pretty much tackle him because he was beat, but saved a touchdown, essentially. That was a great play. And then right there, Shelton answers.
It's his only mistake of the night. And you can't even really call it a mistake because he made the right play.
It was a smart mistake.
And there's Norwell's back to running the football well. Colbert gets 8 on 1st down.
You got to believe Norwell picks up 3 or 4 first downs. That's
East Noble fans have really started to file out now.
They are.
As this is going to go down as a disappointing loss for EN if the score holds. They're going to fall to 3-2 if they lose tonight. And boy, what a frustrating evening for East Noble, who still has not been able to get in the end zone. What in the world was that? Looked like a soccer ball maybe on the field. I don't know, something came onto the field on the deep side off the camera view. 2nd and short. Colbert is backed up initially and then jolts forward. And Brody Bolin fighting it out over there on the far sideline.
That's playing to the whistle for you, is Brody Bolin.
Aiden Sprague was kind of dragged around, and Bolin drawing the ire of the East Noble faithful. 3rd down and 1. Well, 1 first down here would be hugely beneficial. Now,
this is a big play here.
The Knights of East Noble do have all their timeouts. So if they do get a first down, I got to imagine they're going to have to start using them because you have to have the football back.
Oh, you definitely do. That's when they're yelling about ball on the field.
Easily, Colbert. Well, Bo, East Noble coming into tonight, the 4th best scoring offense in the state. 48 points a game, 462 yards a game, 302 yards on the ground, 104 points in the first quarter. And they have been shut out on the road, and frankly, they haven't been that close to scoring. They haven't even won a play in the red zone. That last one was at the 21. That's the closest they've been all night.
How many points they scored last week against Leo?
32 against Leo. Now, granted, most of those were in the second half, and it was a big comeback effort for EN. And that it just ultimately fell short, frankly, because Leo had the ball last. I mean, East Noble did have a chance to tie it right at the end and just couldn't get it in the end zone. That was a dandy of a game, by the way. Probably going to go down as the game of the year in the Northeast 8. But it's just They have not had the answers tonight. They have not been able to successfully stop the run. They have kept Norwell out of the end zone, and frankly, in fact, off the scoreboard in the second half. But it's not enough.
And that at this point, it doesn't matter.
No.
If they're not getting in the end zone, then that stat is irrelevant.
Exactly. Now, their defense only can do so much, and frankly, based on the fact that they got gashed right out of the gate, F&M, member FDIC, and are you looking to buy or sell in Wells County? Work with an experienced full-time agent, Bev Grish. Would love to guide you through the process with her 24 years of local experience. Bev sells Wells. Call 466-1822. Norwell on top, 17-0 here on The Voice. Thanks to all our sponsors here throughout the night. Try to continue to get an update on that New Haven score.
Yeah.
You know, what this does for Norwell is if Leo has a monumental collapse somewhere along the line, Norwell's going to be favorites in the rest of their games. DeKalb, Huntington North, Columbia City. Frankly, the next 2 weeks should be tune-ups. DeKalb and Huntington have both really struggled. They're finding themselves in a bit of a shootout tonight. Norwell has to go on the road to Waterloo next week. But actually, for what it's worth, Norwell's going to play on turf the rest of the regular season. DeKalb has turf, Huntington North is here at home, and Columbia City's new facility has turf as well. Here comes the toss on 3rd and 10. That's a face mask.
That's missed.
Colbert still almost got the first down.
It's going to be close.
He's a yard short. But what it does is keep the clock moving for whatever that's worth. And Nick Amstut's not using his timeout.
Do you go for it here?
No, you do not. You absolutely punt it away. There's no reason to go for it.
I think he's just going to let the clock run down, take a timeout.
Agreed.
Maybe think about it a little more.
Maybe hard count, see if they'll draw offside.
Yeah.
But there's no way you snap this football. I mean, there's no reason to do it. Even if you...
Yeah, they're going to try to get him jump offside here. See if Norwell can hold their water.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Well, Colbert has the first down pretty easily, and I guess if your run game has been that good all night, why punt the football back?
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's not ridiculous because here's why. I guarantee you on almost probably 98% of their run plays tonight have been for positive yards, and they only needed 1 yard there. The offensive line is pushing their defensive line back at least that 1 yard all night.
Well, that certainly ends it, as East Noble does have 2 timeouts left, but at this point, there's not a whole lot of sense in using them.
Nope.
They've got to score 3 times. They are likely going to be shut out on the road here tonight. Colbert will get the call, and he's just continuing to gash this East Noble defense. Zolman trying to wrestle him down across the 45-yard line, down to the 44. Now Nick Amstutz will use his second timeout with 2:18 to go. Well, Ossian Assisted Living is a place to live independent, secure, and stress-free with all the assistance, nursing, and rehabilitation services you need, provided by a team just like family. Ossian Assisted Living. A round of applause from this Norwell crowd that's been outstanding here tonight. It is homecoming, and the night certainly will not end here at the end of the game with just 2:18 to go. East Noble is in danger of being shut out. Now, this is a team that had a long streak of over 100 games at one time, dating from 2005 to 2016 without a shutout. They are going to be shut out, we think, here on the road tonight, barring a turnover. Really, outside of a turnover, you're not getting into the end zone.
Yeah.
This is a team with a Ball State commit in Chris Hood, 6'8 lineman, 325. A lot of similarities between them and Leo, at least when you look at it from an athleticism standpoint. And I think
and they get him to jump.
The whole line jumped for East Noble, and it's encroachment. And this will gift wrap a first down for the Knights. Well, anyway, a lot of similarities between East Noble and Leo. That was on display last week in Kendallville.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere. Yeah. Leo goes on the road and wins by 8. But if you're East Noble, you walk away saying, okay, we're going to have another shot at these guys at sectional. Now we've got to go respond against a Norwell team that we really want revenge against. And they have not even been close in this game. Norwell's been out in front from the very start.
Norwell continued from last year's momentum and just controlled the whole game. In all aspects of this game, they've controlled it. Same bounds, good job.
Yep. Colbert has 3. East Noble's down to 1 timeout. And it is not going to matter at this point. What a performance here by Norwell tonight. This was, in my mind, the least likely thing to happen tonight.
Yeah.
Was a Norwell dominating victory.
Oh, yeah.
Frankly, I expected a close game. In most scenarios, you're going to get at least a tight game for a while.
And relatively high scoring is what I thought.
Oh,
I thought if it was going to be close, it was going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, because both these offenses have had tons of success, especially East Noble.
Yeah.
Again, 48 points a game. Not even close to that tonight. Not even close to the end zone. Did not run a play in the red zone, Bo.
Speaks strides to this Norwell defense. And Coach Matt Taylor and the scheme he ran tonight against this East Noble offense. I guarantee you a lot of teams are going to be looking at this film saying, what did Norwell do against these guys to stop them? Because they've had the perfect recipe for success against this East Noble offense.
Well, I tell you who it's really going to benefit is Leo. Because, look, they're going to play each other in the sectional unless somebody gets upset, which can happen, and it does happen, but not very often. And those two teams have battled it out for years in that sectional. And quite frankly, East Noble has owned them in the tournament. I mean, owned them. Leo has been on a hugely long streak without winning a sectional, and they're 10-game winners every year, it feels like. Jared Souter has that program in such a great place. They just have not had the tournament success. Now, before we saw either team, we saw Leo first, and I would have thought, yeah, it's hard to give anybody the edge over Leo. But based on what we saw tonight, I don't know how that game was close last year.
No.
You know, we got to watch the film and break things down. It was just a couple of drives that were a comeback effort. It doesn't happen very often. Anywhere, against any team. And, I mean, the scoreboard, quite frankly, really doesn't do it justice. This game hasn't been close, ever. Bailey will have to take one more snap to salt this one away. And what a disappointing effort for East Noble on the road here tonight. And a standing ovation from the Norwell faithful as they close this thing out. Bailey will have to take one more knee. This is, when you talk about establishing yourself as a program year to year, these are the kind of wins that you look at and say, this is what we build off of.
Exactly. This was the win last year that Norwell built off of. Up in Kendallville, that was a huge win that they stole from East Noble. This is an even better win to me, in my opinion.
What a game for the Knights from Ossian as they take down East Noble 17-0 in a contest that was completely dominated from start to finish. East Noble not even close to the end zone here tonight. What a ball game. You know, it's hard to put this stuff into words. Again, you did not expect a blowout on either end tonight.
You did not.
There's just no getting around that.
No. The way Norwell's been performing on offense, you knew they weren't getting shut out. And then you look at East Noble and you're like, okay, there's no way they're getting shut out. And it happened. This Norwell defense was insane tonight. This Norwell defense just, they won the game. They set up great field position for the offense. The offense set the tone with that first long drive. Defense took control, took over. Game is over.
What a ball game. Norwell beats East Noble 17-0 here at the Courtyard to improve to 5-1 and keep themselves in distance of the Northeast State title, barring it would need a slip up from Leo at this point, but they're still within range, looking to match that 8-1 record they had in the regular season a year ago. Norwell wins 17-0 for my partner, Christian Bohetta, our owner, Scott and Dale Menser, and the entire Wells County Voice crew. I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.